Let's give the people what they want.
In the wake of the groundbreaking triumph and critical acclaim of Joker, 2019, the anticipation for its sequel has reached a fever pitch, making it one of the most eagerly awaited films of the year. This intricately crafted musical is bound to evoke mixed reactions, delighting some while leaving others wanting. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Nobody. If you haven't watched the movie yet, then be careful. There will be spoilers. Picking up the narrative thread from the previous installment, we find Arthur Fleck confined within the walls of Arkham Asylum, and the story unfolds from there, perfectly encapsulating the chaotic artistry that defines the relationship between Joker and Harley Quinn. So let's see what happened at the end of the movie.
You should see it out there.
How Joker and Harley Quinn share the same persona. In a bold and unexpected opening, JokerFolieADeuxEnding kicks off with an animated short that captures the bizarre and lethal essence of the Joker. This whimsical yet dark satire features the Joker in a comical battle against his own shadow, spiraling into a hilarious breakdown. As the story unfolds, we learn that this animated segment was crafted in the aftermath of Arthur Fleck's notorious killing spree, which ultimately landed him in the confines of Arkham Prison. For those who may need a refresher, Arthur infamously shot a popular talk show host live on air while confronting him about his confessions of murder. The film culminated in Arthur fully embracing the Joker identity, complete with clown makeup and a fit of maniacal laughter, igniting a wave of chaos as throngs of people flooded the streets, plunging the city into a brief but intense anarchy. We find Arthur being escorted by prison guards to meet his attorney. He appears gaunt and in a dire state, with only his lawyer showing any semblance of compassion. She is determined to mount a defense that will establish Arthur's competency for trial, aiming to contest the charges against him. The strategy revolves around a plea for mercy based on insanity, suggesting that the murderous actions attributed to his Joker persona stem from a fractured psyche, a result of years of childhood abuse and suffering. In the grim confines of Arkham, Arthur's existence is a nightmare. Trapped in a cramped cell, he endures relentless mistreatment from the guards, who take pleasure in his suffering. During a routine visit to meet his lawyer, Arthur stumbles upon Ward B, where he encounters Harley Quinn for the first time. Harley is a fellow inmate, but her reputation is less menacing than Arthur's, granting her a surprising amount of freedom. She participates in musical programs designed for the inmates, and her vibrant presence leaves a profound impact on Arthur from their very first interaction. A sympathetic guard secures Arthur a spot in the musical program, allowing him to connect with Harley. Their chemistry is electric. Arthur transforms from a timid whisperer to a confident performer, inspired by Harley's infectious energy. She reveals her admiration for him, confessing to being a devoted fan who has watched the film about his life countless times. A pivotal moment occurs during a movie screening for the inmates. Under the guise of stepping out for a smoke, Harley ignites the theater, setting off a chain of events that leads to a bold escape plan. The thrill of rebellion fuels their connection, culminating in a passionate kiss that signifies their deepening bond. Harley is irresistibly drawn to Arthur's twisted worldview, sharing her own troubled past, marked by an abusive father and a disturbing mother, finding common ground in their shared pain. In a world where love and chaos intertwine, Arthur finds himself at the center of a courtroom drama that could seal his fate. As the tension mounts, the formidable Harvey Dent steps into the ring, determined to prosecute Arthur with an iron fist, seeking nothing short of the ultimate punishment for his alleged atrocities. With a chilling resolve, Dent vows to dismantle any notion of Arthur's insanity, promising a relentless pursuit of justice. The mystery lingers as to why the guards permit such intimate encounters, granting them a fleeting escape from their grim reality. Yet their union is a striking tableau, echoing the film's haunting beauty. Raw, intense, and fraught with emotion.
You can do anything you want. You're Joker.
Is he guilty? The film reaches a pivotal turning point as the court proceedings kick off, with Arthur being defended by a lawyer who has shown him unexpected kindness despite his eccentricities. Earlier, he made a controversial appearance on a talk show, ignoring her pleas to stay away, which led to a volatile outburst after the host's relentless taunts. This outburst not only alienated him further, but also resulted in a harsh punishment from the prison guards, throwing him into a grim, solitary confinement, where he endured a severe beating. Yet, the courtroom trial stands as his potential opportunity for redemption. Meanwhile, Arthur has uncovered the truth about Harley Quinn's fabricated stories about her upbringing, realizing she spun those tales merely to forge a connection with him. As the trial unfolds, throngs of his supporters rally outside, clamoring for his release. While on the opposing side, Harvey Dent has meticulously crafted a formidable case that could easily lead to a death sentence. The initial reactions of the judge and jury reveal their skepticism towards Arthur's lawyer's insanity defense, and soon the courtroom is filled with witnesses. The first to testify is a psychiatrist who asserts that Arthur is not mentally unfit enough to warrant a pardon. However, Arthur's lawyer counters this claim, arguing that a mere hour-long consultation cannot justify such a conclusion. She passionately emphasizes the numerous challenges Arthur has faced, skillfully prolonging the proceedings rather than allowing them to conclude hastily. Next, Arthur's neighbor takes the stand, recounting an incident where he broke into her home, a situation she chose not to report to the authorities at his mother's urging. She shares insights about Arthur's mother, who was dismissive of his abilities and aspirations. Overwhelmed by the painful memories stirred up by his lawyer's questioning, Arthur dramatically dismisses her mid-trial, insisting on representing himself. The court concedes, provided he adheres to the rules and maintains order, avoiding any antics that could turn the trial into a spectacle. In a pivotal moment that stands out as one of the film's most iconic scenes, Arthur steps into the courtroom, fully transformed into his Joker persona. Clad in his vibrant costume and sporting the familiar face paint from the previous film, he defies expectations by remaining calm instead of erupting in anger. The tension escalates when his former co-worker is called to the stand. Their exchange reveals deep emotional undercurrents as Arthur learns that the friend he once knew now lives in fear of him. This revelation visibly shakes Arthur, prompting him to cut the questioning short. As the trial progresses, Harvey Dent presents his case, laying out evidence that clearly implicates Arthur in the murders. In a surprising turn, Arthur refrains from mounting a defense. Instead, he experiences a raw moment of vulnerability, breaking down in front of the jury and confessing to his misdeeds. This heartfelt admission leaves Harley Quinn disheartened, leading her to exit the courtroom in disappointment.
People that underestimated me.
Also, don't do this to yourself. It isn't you.
What happened to Arthur? Is he the real Joker? In a gripping courtroom drama, the trial of Arthur takes a dramatic turn when he finally sheds the identity of the Joker, embracing his true self. This revelation not only shocks Harley Quinn, but also sways the judge and jury, who are presented with overwhelming evidence of his crimes. As the verdict of guilty is handed down, the specter of the death penalty looms large over him. Just as the jury prepares to deliver their final decision, chaos erupts with a sudden explosion, orchestrated by a pair of fervent Joker devotees attempting to spring him from custody. However, in a moment of clarity, Arthur realizes he no longer wishes to be tethered to the Joker's chaotic legacy and evades their rescue attempt. In a poignant final attempt to reconnect, Arthur reaches out to Harley, only to find her gone. It becomes clear that her affection was never for him, but rather for the mythos of the Joker. Earlier, she had expressed joy over a supposed pregnancy, dreaming of a future filled with their shared madness. Now, that fantasy crumbles, revealing the stark truth. The man behind the mask was never the source of her love. Instead, it was the chaos and destruction he embodied that captivated her and others. As the dust settles, it becomes evident that the real Arthur, stripped of his villainous persona, is left alone, a stark reminder of the emptiness behind the Joker's allure. In a climactic turn that has ignited heated debates among viewers, FolieADeuxEnding, the film delivers an ending that is sure to divide its audience. After being spurned by Harley Quinn, Arthur finds himself apprehended by the authorities and returned to the confines of Arkham Asylum. In a shocking development, an inmate portrayed by Jacob Laughlin, who has been lurking in the background with an unsettling grin, offers Arthur a joke, Just as the tension builds, the punchline takes a dark twist. He plunges a knife into Arthur's abdomen, leaving him to bleed out while erupting into maniacal laughter in his final moments. Adding to the chilling atmosphere, this inmate inflicts a Glasgow smile upon himself, reminiscent of Heath Ledger's iconic portrayal of the Joker in The Dark Knight. The film concludes with a haunting implication that the true embodiment of Gotham's criminal mastermind may still be lurking in the shadows, suggesting that Arthur might not be the definitive Joker we've come to know. So while Arthur may meet his end, the essence of the Joker endures, hinting at potential future narratives yet to unfold. So this was for today's folks. See you in our next video. Till then, bye ye and take care.
Joker.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.